Hello everyone, welcome to YouTube channel Code Steps. Today we are going to discuss about find duplicate characters count in this string. Right now my string is INDIA India. So in this string we have two duplicate characters. One is I and the character of I in the before of A. So India. So output should be the character is I, the count should be 2. So for this one, I would like to do coding session with the C sharp. So we can do this, we can resolve this. Let's just take a string as a data type, str as a variable, and taking as a India. Okay. Next, I want to initialize the character because I want to find that character, right? For a duplicate character. For this one, I want to take one more variable like the character way. Okay. I have initialized empty character. Okay. And next, I'm trying to loop through the string here. So for this one, I'm opening the for loop and doing this one condition. Okay, but mine is if I do the for loop here, INDIA India will loop through the each character here, but my requirement is I want to find the which character is repeated and which character count it is also. So for the count reason I want to take one more variable is a integer count equal to 0. Okay, so count equal to 0, just initialize as a 0 right now. So I want to take it as one more loop inside that because the for loop almost each character it loops it, but there is no comparison with this each character itself. So my comparison would be the first character should compare with remaining ndia, so remaining five characters. The same way n should be compared with dia and I, like that. So that is the reason I'm trying to make one for loop like inside that. Okay, so once we are doing like this, so each and every loop will going through this inside the loop. Okay, so if I try to do like this, then I and j variables always loop through it and find the character which character it is. So for this reason, I'm just want to comparing both first for loop I variable and equal to str of j. Okay, so then the first it is starting letter I value is India. So once I is coming as the first one, the second one is comparing with the j plus 1. So that is the reason I plus 1. Within the same comparison, no use for me. So that's the reason I'm just increasing this. So initialize the j equal to I plus increase the 1. Why? Because 1 means j is I equal to 0. J equal to 0. So str of I equal to str of j, the same comparison with I. So there is no use. I want to compare after this what are the characters are there ndia with I. So that is the reason I am taking the j equal to I plus 1. So j equal to I plus 1 will get the other characters of whatever the remaining characters ndia. So like that, so I'm trying to make it as if condition str of I equal to str of j. So once I did it, just I want to assign what are the duplicate variable come here and assign that value as str of I. Okay, and once it is the coming that I just want to make the count plus plus. Okay, why I'm doing the count plus plus, right? Here, once the value is comes here, the loop will go into throughout here. But my variable already count equal to 0 initially. But I value starting from this level. Okay? So I value started from here and inside that loop has been started. So initializing value, I want to make it as a 1 because always the value of I, the character is starting with count as 1 because the already the character is existed with the our string. So that is the reason I'm just taking as a count variable as the initializes temporarily 1 value. So once the increasing value comes to the count plus plus, that this 1 will be going to 2. It means if suppose I is going to comparing with all other characters, I already initialized as a 1, and if it is suppose comparing with other characters, that character is finding in the line number if str of I, str of j. Once this comparison is good, then the 25th line is satisfied and the count is going to increase it to 2. It means the I value is going to 2. Whatever the characters, if suppose right now it is I, if I am giving to other name civic like that, then also it will consider and give the proper output. So once these outputs are come, then just I want to break out this loop. Once this coming, I'm breaking out of the loop, and so let's see, my output should be a console. I want to show it in the console. Console dot write line. Okay, count. So let's just make it as a here it's a character. Just make it as a character. That's it. Let's see what is the output. Yes, my is I count is 2. So let's see, we can debug and see that how the results are going on. So for this, I just make it is a pivot point here. Make sure I want to close this and try to debug. So going to the debugging mode, you can see str as a India, duplicate is 0, nothing is there, count is initialized to 1. So the first loop it is coming into the I. I means the first I equal to 0, str of that length. Str having the characters of fifth, 6 characters, INDIA. So integer I. Okay. So integer I is initialized the first loop. It is going to the second for loop like this. In the second for loop, j equal to I plus 1. I value is 0, j equal to 1, str of length is 5 and j plus plus. It means it is going to compare with the second character of IN. So let's see str of I value. What is the str of I value? By our first thing is if you want to do like that kind of debug, you just need to add watch here. Let's see what is the values are coming. So watch you can see right. Str of I is I and str of j is n. So that is the comparison. There is no equality. So it is coming escaping this loop. Okay. The second time also you can see the watch again. Just I can put it here and see str of I is I, str of j is d next time because the India n is over and d loop is coming here. And same like that you can see I is met here now. So met and duplicate will come here and assign the value in the duplicate I and see the value is increase it to 1 because INDIA, the second loop itself, it is satisfied and break out the statement now. Let's break out the statement coming up and next sequence it is going to check. Because why it is going to check, right? Is other characters. Suppose India, I found it is a INDIA. Suppose the character N is also repeated in the next level, then it is going to check the other characters as well. If there is no match, it is coming up the each and every case, and output should be, we can see the output here. Yes, the duplicate is I, the count is, let's see what is the output here. Character I and duplicate is 2. Okay, that's it from this video. This is the first duplicate characters how you can find. It's more helpful for interviews. The interview programmers, most of the things are they are asking these days as a programs. So this program is very helpful. You can take a look.